Yo, so for this video, I'm going to be going over what, in my opinion, is the easiest and honestly, depending on your loadout, I think potentially the fastest way to level up your ball player here in MLB The Show 21. I guess we're going for maybe 466 or more likes on this video, maybe 106 or more new subscribers to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, tips, or anything like that for ball player for other people, or to maybe ask me or ask others, feel free to leave it down in the comment section. I stream every day, Sunday through Friday on Twitch, Twin Gaming TV on there, links in the description. And one thing that I want to say is there's a good chance you've already seen someone make a video on this method. My brother and I kind of discovered this on honestly the first night or two of MLB 21, and I've been getting a lot of people asking me on my Twitch stream if I could make my own video about it, so here we are doing that today. And there's a lot of moving parts for ball players, so before we get into this method itself, I just want to explain a few things and I guess give some tips for you guys. So number one thing I want to mention is you might not have your progression be tracking, okay? You might not have your progression be tracking for Road to the Show missions. This might be stuck at 0 or whatever number it got stuck at. It might not be tracking for you. And I should, in the description of this video, have a link to a temporary fix. It has not been patched, at least at the time of recording this, by MLB The Show. So I have a temporary fix in the description of this video, or if it's not there for some reason I forget to put it, it's on my channel. Just look for the video where I title it How to Fix Ball Player Not Progressing. So if you're having that issue, that's the number one thing I wanted to mention. There is a temporary fix to that. I don't know if it works for pitchers. I know that it works for a position player, ball player. And the second thing that I wanted to mention is this method is best if you are not a two-way player. Because a lot of times with this method, and I think in general for Road to the Show, if you have a two-way player and in a series you're changing loadouts, you're moving positions, you know, you have a starting pitcher loadout and a position player loadout, and a lot of times messes with the progress and messes just with how Road to the Show is set up. So I would recommend, while you're progressing your ball player, and especially for this method, don't be a two-way player. Make sure you are not a two-way player. I think that's just going to be easiest. And then for me, what I'm doing is progressing through the loadout, and then whenever I get that program, that diamond loadout, then I'm going to make a new Road to the Show where my guy starts with that diamond loadout and I can be a two-way player. So I'm going to progress the position player ones and the pitcher ones on their own as a non-two-way player. So I just wanted to say that if you go into a series and you play as a position player and a pitcher and you are changing loadouts, a lot of times all that stuff seems to mess with the progress and just kind of screws it up a little bit. So I recommend keeping one loadout and only playing one position to have this work, I would assume, most effectively. Okay? And I, right now, am working on the Sparking Slugger. I think this method honestly works for other ones better, ones where you need assists, put out, stuff like that. But this is the one we're showing you guys. As y'all can see, I'm at 18 out of 30 for my plate appearances, and then 1 out of 8 for extra base hits, and I guess 2 out of 15 for hits right here. So I just want to show you guys where we're starting at. And this method is super, super, super simple. And all you have to do while you're in Road to the Show is go to play next, and then it will, okay, well, we have a little podcast thing pop up, but just go to play next, and then it's going to, sorry, y'all, sorry, you got to play next, and then it's going to put you into a game. And as I said at the beginning, I want to mention it again now, plenty of people have made videos on this. I understand I'm not the first. I think a viewer actually told it to me, like literally the first day MLB 21 came out, that Friday after launch for early access. Someone was telling me this worked, and my brother's been doing it for a while now, and I figured I would let you guys know. I've been getting a lot of people asking me to make a video going over it, so I figured I could for y'all today. So once you get into a game, you can either do next appearance, or what's working for me too is you just go to exit and then simulate an exit. But if you go to next appearance, it's going to pop up the same screen that you guys are seeing right here. So I've been doing simulate an exit, and that will just put me into this screen, and then you press circle or B on the Xbox, and it's going to just simulate until the end of the game. Now, if you are doing a two-way player, I would recommend, highly recommend, going to return to clubhouse after every game if you're a two-way player. But if you are a non-two-way player, you're using only one loadout, I would then go to play next game. Because where this seems to get screwed up a little bit for some reason is when you are playing multiple positions. You know, I'm playing third base. Maybe if I was starting pitching this game, or if I'm choosing more than one loadout. So I would recommend, if you're a two-way player, you want to keep being a two-way player, you don't want to have a non-two-way player, I would recommend returning to the clubhouse after every game. And I'll just show you guys here. Next appearance, y'all can see it takes you to the same screen, and then you press circle and you go to end of game. So with this step, you do take a little bit longer. It's not really too much extra. You're doing the exact same thing. You're simulating to the end of the game. You press circle, and it's going to skip you all the way through to the end of the game and move you on to the next one. So I think we should have 1 or 2 games left in the series. I'll just go ahead and show y'all confirm advance. Y'all can see we're gaining some attributes and everything. Gonna choose our loadout. Again, this is where it seems to get screwed up a little bit with two-way players. And because there's a lot of new players to the game this year, because this is a complicated process, that's why I'm really trying to be detailed, really trying to explain the entire process, going over things more than once, because I really want to be as clear as possible, right? I want people to understand exactly what I'm saying, how it works. And I feel like just overall the ball player system is really confusing this year. It is not obvious. It's not straightforward. It lacks direction when it comes to progressing your player, what to do. And one thing that I want to mention as well right now, just while we're on the topic, is from going from bronze to silver, based on the perk that I chose, the loadout that I made for my silver player, I went from a catcher to a third baseman. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why I can't stay as a catcher. Even the game, it's like, hey, do you want to switch positions to third base? And I'm like, I guess so. Do I really have a choice? Like the new lowdown I got is not catcher. It's a third baseman. So we're going to go ahead and see if that progress did count. Let's go to loadout. Y'all can see, and this is where I'll point it out. So you guys can see third base in the top right. What I was using before was slugger. You guys can see it's the same image. And this says... Oh, wait, what is it? I swear to God. Okay, so now they all say third base for the position. I don't get that. Dude, this is so confusing to me, how this works. Now these are all saying third base, but before I was doing it, I promise you, like, this said first base for the slugger one, so I don't really know why those all say third. Now, that's really weird. It pretty much forced me to change positions from first to third. I guess maybe I said catcher before, but let's just check the program. And y'all can see we got our plate appearances, so that reset back to 0. We've earned 2 for that. And for the extra base hits, I'm at 4 and 8 now. And then for hits, I'm at 6 and 15. So y'all can see my progress did track. This is by far, in my opinion, the easiest way to progress your ball player. And like I said, I do think it's going to be fast if you have one of those ones where you need assists, you need putouts. I think it's going to be a lot faster than maybe the plate appearances or extra base hits. I think one of those other ones is going to go quite a bit faster for you, just because I think you get a little bit more of those maybe during the simulation than you would plate appearances or extra base hit. So that's the method. It's pretty straightforward. It's definitely the easiest way, and like I said, sometimes it could be maybe a little bit of a faster way. I hope this helped at least one person out there. That's the main reason I'm making this, right? Is because I had people asking me on my Twitch stream for me to do it, so I figure, hey, if it helps at least one of those people, I'm happy with it. If it helps more, awesome. I know other people have made these videos. I know I am not the first one to make this video. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I guess it's almost 2 weeks now. I don't know, maybe 1.5 weeks or whatever. I got people in my Twitch chat telling me about this, so we've known it's worked for a while. The word of mouth, I feel like, spread like wildfire. So I hope this video helped you guys out. Like, comment, subscribe, social medias, all that good stuff. That is the easiest way to progress your ball player, and I feel like in some cases, honestly, the fastest. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.